The 2025 China Open is shaping up to be a battleground of comebacks and high-stakes drama. Imagine this, a top seed fresh off a historic title, a hometown hero returning from surgery, and a crop of rising stars vying to make their mark. But here's where it gets controversial. Will Zheng Qinwen's comeback truly reignite her career? Or will her section of the draw prove too treacherous? Let's dive into the twists and turns of this WTA 1000 showdown. And this is the part most people miss, how the draw's structure could make or break even the most seasoned players. The season's ninth WTA 1000 tournament has landed in Beijing with Iga Swiatek as the top seed, fresh from her third title of 2025 in Seoul. Defending champion Coco Gauff sits at number 2, but the real story might be Zheng Qinwen's return. The Chinese star, sidelined since July's elbow surgery, will play her first tournament in months. Her path? A gauntlet of challenges. Third-round clash with number 1. 26 Linda Noskova. Potential fourth-round clashes with Clara Tauson, Victoria Mboko, and Katerina Siniakova. Zheng's 2-0 record against Noskova gives her hope, but her 0-2 mark against Tauson raises questions. Could this be the moment she finally breaks through, or will the pressure of her comeback cost her? The draw throws up fascinating contrasts. Swiatek's section could see her face Emma Navarro and Jessica Pegula, while Gauff's quarter includes a potential showdown with Belinda Bencic and Jelena Ostapenko, both struggling to rediscover their form. And here's a teaser. Mirra Andreeva, the number 4 seed, arrives after a stellar clay court swing, but has cooled since Wimbledon. Her bracket? A clash with Diana Yastremska and a possible last 16 meeting with Daria Kasatkina. Can the 18-year-old sustain her momentum, or will her recent 2-2 record betray her? Unseeded threats add intrigue. Barbora Krejcikova, back from a back injury, has clawed back from match points 4 times this year, including a nail-biter against Emma Raducanu. Bianca Andreescu, returning from an ankle injury, faces Magda Linette in a match that could set the tone for her comeback. Meanwhile, Victoria Mboko's meteoric rise from number 356 to WTA 1000 champion puts her in the spotlight. But can she replicate her Montreal magic in Beijing? Let's break down the quarters. In the first, Swiatek's projected route includes a potential quarterfinal against Pegula, who's riding a resurgence. Pegula's third-round clash with Emma Raducanu could be a thriller, given their 2-1 head-to-head edge. Naomi Osaka's return as a top 20 player adds another layer. Could the 2019 champion make a deep run despite her recent struggles? In the second quarter, Zheng's section is a minefield. She'll need to outmaneuver Noskova and Siniakova, while Mboko's inclusion as a seed marks a historic moment for the Canadian. Will her rapid ascent hold up against seasoned players like Anastasia Potapova? And don't sleep on Zheng's compatriots. Wang Yafan and Wang Xinyu both pose threats in their sections. The third quarter brings Amanda Anisimova back to action after her U.S. Open final. Her potential clash with Karolina Muchova, a stylistic clash of power and precision, could be a highlight. Meanwhile, Jasmine Paolini's Billie Jean King Cup triumph gives her confidence. But her third-round match against Sofia Kenin is a brutal test. Kenin, the 2020 Australian Open champion, is notorious for sudden surges. Can Paolini avoid another 3-set thriller against her? Finally, Gauff's quarter is a mixed bag. Her third-round meeting with Leylah Fernandez is a confidence builder. But facing Bencic or Ostapenko in the last 16 could test her nerve. And let's not forget Elena Rybakina's section. Her opener against Laura Siegemund or Caddy McNally sets the tone for a grueling path to the semifinals. So who will dominate Beijing? Is Zheng's comeback a fleeting spark or a true resurgence? Can Andreeva maintain her top 5 status, or will her recent dip cost her? And will Gauff finally silence her hardcore critics? Share your thoughts. Agree, disagree, or predict an underdog's rise. The China Open is about to write its own story, and the tennis world is watching closely.